All undefended. High quality protection for sale.
What's going on, everybody? I got Piper with me. I'm going to go take her for a test run of sorts. Been running around with dog meat the whole game and haven't had a human companion. And kind of curious how the AI is going to act. I'm assuming I'm going to get more of what I usually get from Bethesda, which is on one hand some really funny stuff, and on the other hand some really frustrating stuff. If she doesn't step in at least one doorway and just stand there for no reason, then it's just not a Bethesda game, right? Also, as we go around, we'll go find some stuff to shoot up. I don't know. I just want to run around for about an hour or so, and we'll, like I say, run her through the paces and see how she acts. I gave her a decent gun. We'll probably pick up some pieces of armor that she can throw on as we go. That's cool. Go out and pick a fight just so you can arm your and equip your followers and stuff. Let's get out of here. Let's go see some of the outlying area around Diamond City. I like the ruins out here, and apparently this is like the rest of Boston, you know. Okay, we have Fenway Park, which is Diamond City itself. I was thinking they'd make Diamond City like, you know, maybe a big portion of Boston or something, but apparently it's just Fenway Park, and then everything outside is like no man's land or something. I'm hoping we'll come across all kinds of stuff. Friendly communities, communities in between, raider encampments, super mutant hangouts, and, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure we will. Run into a few ghouls along the way, all that good stuff. Maybe we can come out here and get some loot. I sent dog meat off to, which one did I send him to? The Sunshine Co-op, I believe. I know I left him a doghouse there. Some of them were blacked out. For some reason, I couldn't send them to the theater, the drive-in, Starlight, I think it's called. I'm guessing because there was already a dog there. That's where I sent my junkyard dog that I bought from Gene. Don't know if that's the reason.
I can barely get mine to save.
And then the other one that was blocked out was Sanctuary. Couldn't send him to Sanctuary Hills for some reason. That was weird. I don't see why not. That was our first settlement. I know he's got a doghouse there, unless somebody else moved in with the dog or something along the lines, or I don't know. Anyway, for some reason those two were blocked out, but I sent him to Sunshine Co-op. He can go help out the settlers there while we're away, and we'll go back and I'm going to go visit him. So we'll pick up some loot here. We'll go find something to shoot up. I'm sure there's something to kill around here, and we'll grab their stuff and have some things to build with. I'd like to put up some defenses if I can around there. I also want to stop in and visit my settlements. There's been a few and haven't, especially some of the really small ones that I kind of left halfway undefended. I haven't been back there in a while. It's kind of hard to keep all that in mind. I will, oh, what do we got? Nice. This is what I was looking for. Okay, first we'll go the stealthy route, and we'll see how... Oh, that window's not open? Oh, that would have been a shot right there. I'd have been 2 for 2 on headshots right there. I know I would. Well, I don't see Piper just running in there ahead of me right now. I mean, we're obviously in combat. The caution's up, everything. Dog meat would be in there. In fact, dog meat would be upstairs attacking that turret right there.
Hey, something's out there.
So Piper, I guess as long as you're in sneak mode, she'll stay back and chill a little bit. Interesting to see the
We're not alone.
interesting to see the what would you say, the combat protocols. Oh, I gave her an automatic. I didn't think that rifle was automatic. I didn't even look at the fire rate. Okay. All right, so she's gonna stay close if you're in sneak. That's this is what I'm learning here. This is exactly why I'm doing this, is to figure this out.
Guess we showed them.
All I had to do was stick his head out one more time. Sure, at least one of these raiders would be wearing something that Piper can use. Yeah, we'll get her a non-automatic. First of all, if she's going to spray an automatic, she's only going to hit the enemy with 1 or 2 of the shots anyway, and she's wasting all those fusion cells, which are pretty cheap actually. It's what I use to. She's doing some damage though. She's effective. Anyway, it's usually what I use to equip my settlers and stuff. I'll take the Institute pistols and stuff, and it's effective. Settlers do fine. I've had some settlements attacked, little small skirmishes with raiding bands of whatever. I think 1 or 2 of them during videos, and other times when I'm just running around checking on stuff. Sometimes like 2 or 3, I don't know, gunners or a couple super mutants will wander by, and you take them out, and they give you some stuff. I mean, that's all cool. Don't have to drag it home. You're already home, right? But I've noticed the energy weapons are really good in the hands of settlers. I'll run with that. Seems to work just fine. Haven't lost any settlers. None of them have died, so I guess it's good enough. And that would be a thing to me, you know, if I'm going to have a settlement and I'm going to offer people a place of refuge, well, then that's my responsibility. Or I can just send those settlers somewhere else and just leave that settlement empty, you know, if I'm not going to protect them. If I'm going to protect them, then that's what I need to do, you know. And if I was, you know, role-playing the game, that's how I would run. His way cul-de-sac key. It's too late for that. I already broke in. That waster had a sniper rifle. Didn't get much of a chance to use it, huh? What's yeah, I'll get her a single-shot weapon. Find something decent. I probably have something else in my inventory, actually, but whatever. And, she won't have to spend near as many fusion cells and probably hit the enemy just as much as she would with an automatic. Like I say, just spraying and praying like that, she's going to run out of ammo real quick. I don't know if your followers get a default weapon that never runs out. I'm assuming it's probably a pipe pistol, and it's probably a minimum, you know, like 10-point damage pipe pistol. That would be my guess. Usually, I ask my followers to basically just draw heat. It's been my MO is basically following a Bethesda game is more of a tank than anything. Go draw their attention so they're not attacking me, because when you crank up the difficulty settings, usually you can't take a lot of hits. Even if you have decent gear, you know, it's, you know, you're not on very hard. You're not going to sit there and let an enemy just pound on you for 20 minutes. I mean, I guess if you're buffed up on all kinds of med-X and buff out and blah, 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 and this and that all the time, well, that's, you know, you can take more damage, obviously, but still, for the most part, running around, I tend to use meds not that often. Sometimes I will when I think about it, but for the most part, I just run into fights and just rely on, you know, some kind of tactical sense and hopefully some good aim, and that's about it, you know. And so my followers kind of serve the purpose of a decoy, in a sense, somebody to draw attention. That's what a tank is to be a bullet sponge or a damage sponge. Go out there, take the heat that I can't take while I sit there and shoot all the bad guys, and we can grab their stuff and go on about our business. Oh, looks like a train station of sorts up here. One of these days I might actually go get like a picture of, well, pictures of Boston in the outlying areas, if there is a collection of such a thing, and compare some of these sites here. And then you'd have to factor in, you know, pre-war, post-war and stuff, but I'm sure a lot of this stuff exists. Well, I actually, some people who are even from Boston, I actually read an article, one guy who was from Boston, and it gave away nothing of the game. It was just his personal impression and experience of the game, and he talked about a couple of the locations in the game being spot on to real life, you know. I mean, sure, it's a post-war setting, they changed some stuff up, but you could immediately not only recognize it, but the area that it was in. Not just the building or something, you know, like a particular monumental building or historical landmark or something, but the area around it too. Like apparently there's some street, and he walked down it in the game, and he said it was like walking down it in real life, as if you recognize it. It was, I guess, where he grew up as a kid or something like that. Thought that was cool. But it'd be neat to see, like, you know, the skyline from here and see if it's not something of a real kind of thing. And then it's, you know, it's just been altered just a bit. And obviously, you know, buildings blown over by bombs and stuff, that's not going to be. but it'd be neat to see how it's been changed. Is there a way into this place? Requires a key. Okay, quest related. See, I never really know what to stick my nose off into because seems like a lot of this stuff you can come back anyway. It's kind of cool as it kind of takes some of the anxiety away from exploring. A lot of times I don't want to miss anything because I don't want to miss it, you know? And now I can be confident that for the most part the game is going to send me back to a lot of places. You know, it doesn't mean avoid exploring everywhere because you're going to come back anyway type of thing, but not to fear because, like, apparently there will be a key somewhere that leads to that thing, and then, you know, I'm sure it'd be some kind of quest or something. Now it's just a matter of finding the quest. I can't get a shot on it. Son of a bitch. Just stand still so I can shoot you in the face. Can I shoot through this chain wire?
Who's there? Hey.
Ah, shit. Well, there went about all of her ammo right there. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. Effective enough. Sure enough. The sound of stretching, bending, creaking metal and stuff reminds me a bit of Rivet City in Fallout. That was one of my most. That was another memorable moment in Fallout, is coming up on the big ship city, right? But the way it, not just the way it looked, which I thought was really cool, this old derelict aircraft carrier or whatever, but it was the way it sounded, the creaking metal and the washing waves and stuff. And man, it's just, the audio is amazing. In these games, it goes unnoticed, but that's a good thing. Is if it's noticeable, then it's not natural. Then it's not, you know, then it's out of place, and it's really not. It very much, I don't know. I speak for myself. It really puts me in the environment. Ding. For all the reasons I have to hate raiders, the way they treat their dogs, turning them into this type of crap. Ding! The cha-ching when you get it. Oh man, I love that. Oh, almost got him. Oh, he stemmed. And I missed.
I wonder if this is normal
I missed that
for other
time.
journalists.
Nope, Piper. Get to live the special life of an adventurer as well as a journalist. Oh, I didn't see that. I did not see that at all.
Easy now, Blue. That leg's real beat up.
Oh, wow. Your companions make comments on your... Oh, but that is awesome. Okay, now it's worth carrying around all the potential companions in the game just to see how they'll talk to you and what they'll say in certain situations, in certain locations. Oh, adding that is amazing. That was something I really liked about the Dragon Age games, was depending on who you had and where you were, they would say certain things about certain places, and that always gave it a personal touch to each companion. And so apparently they've incorporated that here. I'm gonna throw this out there because I don't know what's going on, and it may be nothing. I don't know why I wasted a stim pack. I could have just healed for free, right? Oh well, whatever. Okay, two things. Well, actually, a couple things, and I'm getting this for those of you that are really familiar with BioWare games, the Dragon Age and Mass Effect series, and I'm not comparing them to Bethesda games because they're different but the same genre sort of, but different styles, right? And each one's unique. That's why I like all of them, right? I love Fallout and I love Elder Scrolls the same way I love Mass Effect and I love Dragon Age. Is they're kind of the same kind of difference, if you get what I'm saying. Dragon Age is to Mass Effect what Elder Scrolls would be to Fallout, right? Done by the same guys, a lot of the same style of writing and stuff, but one involves, you know, swords and magic, and the other involves guns and lasers and stuff. Okay, well, whatever.
Just let me know.
Here, carry some of this stuff. But no, the same style. Now look, one thing I noticed here, and I'm going by the companion dialogue, I'm going by even the facial animations and the dialogue wheel, which some people are complaining about. I have no problem with it at all, as long as you understand the context of a conversation. The dialogue wheel in Fallout 4 actually kind of entices you to keep up with what's being said and not just speed through the dialogue just to get past whatever anyone's talking about so you can go back to shooting stuff. It's an RPG, right? And so understanding the context of a conversation requires more than just seeing what somebody's saying, but understanding exactly what they're saying and how they're saying it. So it's contextual. I don't personally find that hard. I guess some people don't feel like messing with that and or even giving any thought whatsoever to their game as they're playing it, and would have a problem with that. I like it. Dialogue wheel is similar to what you might find in just similar. I'd say vaguely similar to what you might find in, say, like a Mass Effect or a Dragon Age game. Seems like they're leaning that way a little bit. Not exactly, but a little bit. And then the facial animations and stuff are similar. Now, I'm just getting just a BioWare feel, kind of. Not comparing the two companies, just saying, getting that feel. If it comes to mind, then it's reminding me of it, and so I have to state that. I have to say, you know, I'm just getting those vibes. Anyway, and then what was it? Oh, and then this companion dialogue as you go along, right? And then the voicing of your character also, which is a new thing. All right, that was never the case in the other Elder Scrolls games or Fallout 3, or even New Vegas for that matter, and that wasn't even a Bethesda game, but you didn't have the voice acted main character, and so that's something that's that BioWare, especially in Inquisition. You know, I'm just seeing some similarities. They're not close enough to be taking after one another, but they're similar enough to where I'd say there's some influence there. And you got to imagine these developers play each other's games. I can't imagine no one at Bethesda has played Mass Effect or Dragon Age, and I can't imagine anyone at BioWare hasn't played Fallout or an Elder Scrolls game, you know? I mean, that would just be common sense, I would think. What's this? Just a little rest stop? Maybe a place for the guards to hang out, I guess? Oh, everything's free, so might as well take it, right? But anyway, now check this out for a plot twist. Bethesda is apparently opening a new studio. I don't know if it's a sister studio or whatever in Canada, which is where BioWare's from. That's where they're based, right? I believe they are. I believe they have their Montreal studios there. At least that's where they do their Mass Effect stuff. I don't know if all of BioWare is up there. I know there's a lot of really cool Canadian people that work with them. So anyway, that was kind of strange. I'm like, well, why would they open another studio? Well, they're obviously expanding. They're getting bigger. Are they going to work on more projects than just one? Are they going to dedicate one studio to specifically one thing? And then that would mean separating, because from what I understand, the same teams that work on one game also work on the other. Because Elder Scrolls and Fallout are really their babies. That's their two things. Whatever they might publish outside of that, like, oh, something like, I don't know, Dishonored or something like that, a lot of times their studio won't really be working on that. I would imagine they lend people to those projects, like maybe an artist or a writer or a programmer or something like that. I don't know. But I know that Bethesda Game Studios, their writers, their developers specifically work on Fallout and Elder Scrolls. Okay, so would they be sending one team to work specifically on one while another team works on another? Or would they have one studio just for Fallout and Elder Scrolls and maybe opening up another studio to do a joint project with... has that ever happened before? Could BioWare and Bethesda get together and do a game? I'm not trying to start something here. I have no idea. It's just kind of odd that I see some similarities in their game style. I see some influence kind of going back and forth. They specifically said, and I remember I can quote one of the developers for Dragon Age Inquisition, saying that they studied Skyrim extensively in the creation of Dragon Age Inquisition. Didn't copy it, but got some influences there. That's a quote. I remember reading that in an article by an interview with one of their people. And of all the things that, because when Inquisition was coming out, I was all hyped for it. So I'm catching up on all the news. Any new thing that's said about Inquisition, I want to see it because I'm waiting for the game. Same was with Fallout, same was with friggin' Skyrim, and so on and so forth. Who didn't just have a nerdgasm when they saw the Skyrim trailer? Anybody that was waiting for Skyrim. And the majestic music and flying over the city of Solitude and all this other stuff and the lights of the villages and dark background, and all you're thinking is, oh my god, the adventures I can have. Holy crap. Oh, what's this? A legendary rolling pin? How awesome is that? Bonus damage against super mutants. I guess if you want to roleplay as an old lady in curlers with a rolling pin running around in a house dress with an apron or something. Okay, that'd be funny. But anyway, so just throwing that out there. I see things in the works, and I don't know what they mean, but it'd be interesting. I'd be totally down with some kind of project that BioWare and Bethesda got together to work on. I don't even know if that's even a possibility or a thing. I'm sure there's a certain amount of I would say pride with what is he buried under the rubble? I don't see him. I got him on bats, but now I'm not getting him at all. I'm probably one of those that kind of crawl out from. Yeah, he'll probably spawn as I get close or something. I'm sure there's a certain amount of pride with each company, as in them, doing their own thing. What would you say? A friendly kind of competition type of thing? Maybe not so friendly sometimes with a lot of developers. Boston Public Library. Oh, that's probably an adventure in and of itself. I am working towards going to where Nick Valentine is being held, but if we can discover this place, we can always come back here. I don't want to get off into an area that's so big that it's going to take an hour or two to poke around in it by itself. I would like to actually go get Nick Valentine. What I really want to do was get out here and do a little fighting with Piper and just kind of see how she acts along the way. Pick up some stuff, get a map marker that we can fast travel to. There he goes. Okay, I guess that's the one that we saw in Bats a while ago.
Little bastard. That was better than expected.
Piper's destroying stuff with that thing. And she set that truck on fire, too. Okay, we'll help that truck go off in just a second. First, let me grab all this. I think we've got a second. Get up here. But yeah, there's probably things that would get in the way of a joint project like that. Like I say, that friendly competition between, two of the biggest developers now. I would be kind of curious what would happen if BioWare developed a game. Oh man, I love those explosions, especially at night. If BioWare developed their games and someone other than EA published them, EA has historically done a lot of harm to game developers. Publishing them, they get in there and their business practices get in the way of a lot of good stuff that never made its way to the gamer because their profit, their greed got in the way, and that's just the bottom line. That's just the blunt, ugly truth of it. Hate to say it because when I think BioWare, I think EA because that's I guess that's their contract. That's who's going to publish their stuff. BioWare can't go off and just develop their games under other publishers' names and stuff. So I mean, I get it. It's all a money thing, but EA takes that money thing to the next level and winds up letting their business practices and, like I say, greed get in the way of what could really come out to be some good gaming stuff. Oh, big, huge studios that did Kingdoms of Amalur, perfect example. BioWare, EA destroyed them. BioWare had nothing to do with it. BioWare's just a developer, from what I understand. Can we go there? Look at this. I said I wanted to explore Skyscraper. What? Looks like I get to explore Skyscraper. It looks like it. We'll see. But, Yeah, EA essentially destroyed it, bankrupted them, squeezed it for all it was worth, got as much blood as they could out of that rock, and then dumped it, unceremoniously dumped it, and it was ruined some people's lives in the process, actually. But no one's allowed to talk about that, I'm sure, because EA's too big, and you know, they're the big bully on the block type of thing, right? No real respect for that. From what I understand, they've made some changes, but still, damage that's done, it can't be undone. The people that are there now may not be responsible for that, but whatever. And a chapel full of ghouls. Again, not creepy at all. I'm sorry, I cannot pass up a creepy chapel. Apparently, there's several of those in the game. One, if they're making a statement about organized religion in general, it would be a fair statement based on past and current events. That this would be one of the primary causes of war.
Just going to waste otherwise.
And I think they say it best at the beginning of Fallout 3, something along the lines of what men have done in the name of religion. Religions themselves. Now, any religion that tells you to go kill people and blow them up and maim them and burn them and behead them, right? Any religion that specifically tells you to do that, right? To currently do that, right? Then, okay, that speaks for itself. But what men do, like it says at the beginning of Fallout 3, in the name of religion, a lot of people look at what people do in the name of a religion, and then they look at that religion and they say it's the same thing, and that's probably not the case. Religion seems to range based on what they tell followers to do. From if they blow you up, say you're sorry and let them blow you up again, or go and blow them up, and then if they don't like it, blow them up twice and kill them and behead them. Or some religions just say let everyone else blow each other up while we just sit back and chill. You know, this seems to be one of the three, right? But a lot of what people do in the name of their religion has nothing to do with their religion. Now, sometimes it does. Current events, there are hostile religions around that people are doing exactly what that religion says to do in the name of creating a world religion by force, right? And then you have others who their whole thing apparently is interpreted as, well, if they do it, if you just be nice to them, maybe they'll stop. And then the other ones say, well, none of that's our business, and we'll just sit over here and chill while y'all act like idiots, which they sometimes seem to make the most sense. But regardless, I think it's an interesting statement here is of the, what is it, 3 or 4 chapels we've come across like this. They've been derelict. I think, except for one that was just completely empty. They've been full of ghouls, zombies, zombies in church, right? And yeah, making a statement here of sorts. And by the way, it's not an argument to even bother getting into. And that's an argument that'll never be won. It hasn't been won yet, after thousands of years of people killing each other over it. It's certainly not an argument that's ever going to be won on the internet, like on a Facebook or YouTube comment page. So, you know, not even really any point bothering. But the statement that religion is the cause or the thing, the excuse that men use to well, to kill each other. I mean, really, that's a historical fact, and it's a current fact. It's happening right now, so.
There you are.
Get him. That was fast. I wonder if each companion has a particular weapon they're better with, like if they have a particular kind of gun skill that's higher. I know skills aren't per se a part of the thing anymore, but if one would have a preferred weapon, I guess, like with what was her name, Cass in Fallout New Vegas. Her thing was shotguns, right? And then Edie, well, he had his own little built-in laser, boom, with his sniper. Let me think. Veronica, she liked melee. She liked power fists, and so on and so forth. In Fallout 3, trying to think. I remember Clover was really awesome with a 44 Magnum. She was a beast with that thing. I mean, an absolute beast. She was like Boone with a 44 Magnum, although she went through a lot of ammo because she would just go ballistic with it. She could fire that thing faster than you could fire it. She'd be all bam, 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 bam. Yeah, yeah. You want some of that? Bam, bam, bam. She was out of control. I'm wondering if each follower here would have a. I prefer. I guess we'll find out. Then again, I say that I don't even know who the followers are yet. We obviously have Piper here. I'm assuming we'll get a few more. I know Preston Garvey is a follower, if I want to bring him along. His thing would, I guess, be the musket, right? The laser musket. It's kind of what he starts with. Although that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
That's all of them.
Clover starts with a sawed-off shotgun, and she's garbage with it. Give her a 44 Magnum, and she's a beast. So, a Fox actually finds his own laser Gatling. And,
I need some cover.
as long as you just let him roll with that, he never runs out of ammo either. That's so overpowered. That was one thing in the vanilla game. I'm like, at least make it cost ammo or something, to where he can't just come through and just destroy the map by himself while you just stand back and watch. Which I guess if that's how you want to roll, well, there you go.
I'll make it quick.
Where you at anyway? Can I hit you through here? I guess not. Can I get... Yeah, take that! They've done that to me enough. About time I get a little payback. How about right here? Right there. Ding! Oh, almost.
Where'd that little bitch go?
I don't care about anybody else. I'm getting this guy. Yeah. Holler at you. Son of a bitch. Oh, I see ya. Can I get him on the move? Take that. So there. Nice. All right. Lots of these little raider outposts here, so apparently they've just holed up all around here. I'm gonna guess we're gonna run into a lot of super mutants and stuff around here too. And then place, if you don't find super mutants or raiders, then there's probably ghouls. That would be my guess. And I'll tell you what, this playthrough with you guys is really just getting eyes on the game to come back and explore it even further. As thorough as we might be here, oh man, it's going to be coming back and just I'll spend time just finding certain vantage points to just look around and just enjoy the scenery.
Let me carry something before you cripple yourself.
Oh, now that's a change. Unlike Lydia, who's like, I'm sworn to carry your burdens, all sarcastic and annoying. Piper's like, man, give me some of that stuff. Why are you trying to carry it all by yourself? I'm here to help. Oh, man. That's a follower. That's how followers should be. That is awesome. And it's new dialogue. And it's situational dialogue. Like, already she's made a comment about not only that I was hurt, but where I was hurt. Specifically my leg. That's attention to detail. That's nice that they would even bother to program that in, you know? Oh man, that says a lot. Here, I'll tell you what, she'd probably have an easier time finding me down here. I think she's stuck on one of the... There she is. We're going to start shifting through some inventory here. We're already loaded down.
Hey.
Okay, I had intended, and we're going to go get Nick Valentine.
Specific?
We'll go to Nick Valentine, but right here, what I want to do is while we're running around just fighting stuff, and like I say, just kind of testing the waters and seeing how Piper fights, which she seems to do really well. The AI is nice. She hasn't run off ahead when we're sneaking. I'm sure she's going to give us up at some point, but I'm thinking if we can keep her in shadowed and muffled stuff and keep her close, that maybe she's a viable option to bring along, you know, when we're trying to be sneaky, as well as when we're just going in and kicking ass. So that's fine, as long as the AI is something you can at least remotely work with. That's cool. But anyway, since we're already loaded down anyway, we'll look around a little bit more, fight a few more things, get some more loot, get our bags completely full, and then I'm gonna go and make my rounds and go hit some of the settlements and drop some stuff off. I want to drop some stuff off at Sunshine Co-op, do a little building there at some point. I want to check in on Sanctuary. Each time I look, their happiness rating is going down for some reason. And then, I don't know. We'll just look around and shore up the defenses here and there. I believe I have a scavenging station active with somebody assigned to it at every single settlement, except for one that only has like 2 people there, and I think one person's guarding and the other person's farming. I may actually send a settler or 2 there at some point.
Over at Trinity, and this guy comes out of nowhere sprinting down the road. I know he must have seen him standing there from way down the street, but he didn't slow down or even duck into one of the alleys.
The hell? What'd they do to him? The hounds must have ripped him to shreds. By the way, this guy ain't got nothing on him. Like 10 caps and a desk fan? Who carries around a desk fan?
Damn it. Anyway, they didn't do nothing to the guy. I think they were as confused as I was. Get this. The guy was making sounds.
Interesting. It says somebody's walking down the road making sounds, and the super mutants left him alone. But apparently these are 2 raiders who just ransacked a merchant.
They do not look friendly.
No, they're not. They're not friendly, and they're not alive anymore either. Oats. Okay, thought I could take him with 1 clip. Get him! Get him, Piper! See ya, girl? Do your thing. Yeah, no lasers for me, but I'm thinking lasers are a good option for followers, especially if I have to supply them with ammo. Although that automatic bullshit, that's going to have to go, because, yeah, these raiders killed a merchant. That's the thing, is you do not touch the merchants, man. They're the lifeblood to your society. Whether you're a criminal or not, you bad guy, whatever, don't burn your own food supply. Don't burn down and riot in your own neighborhood. At least go to someone else's neighborhood to do that shit. I don't understand.
Find him and kill him.
Oh wow, that's horrible. This one's got some health. Holy crap. Yeah, stim yourself then. Taking some damage, for real. What the hell? It's got some hello armor or something?
Shit.
That's a boss. That might as well be a boss. Oh, chained, huh? Don't tell me this is a whole mission all in and of itself. What the hell? We're here already, anyway.
Show your face.
They fired the first shot. Well, whether they did or not doesn't matter. They might as well have, so might as well take them out. And then loot their crib. They got a legendary. Legendary with,
Something's out there.
looks like a laser weapon.
There you are.
Damn, I hit her so hard with that first shot, she immediately mutated. Yeah, it's looking like a laser weapon in her hand. And if it's a legendary one, that might be something I can give Piper. But Piper's just running through ammo. I guess later when I've got thousands of fusion cells I'm not doing anything with or selling, then she can afford to run around all John Rambo like that. But the spray on that is stupid. Her bullets are going up, down, left, right. Yeah, screw that. That's just a waste. Might give her something like a laser musket sniper or something.
Come back. I was having
Could do that
fun.
too.
Loot on you better be worth it.
Chained on the other side.
The loot on you better be worth it. That is awesome. Oh man. Raider dialogue, you gotta love it. The loot on you better be worth it. Hold still so I can kill you and count your caps. Stuff like that. Well, at least that one was sort of prepared in this little economy nuclear shelter. He had a pillow, a comfy pillow, and a rat-away. That's all I need. That's all I need to make it through the Holocaust is a comfy pillow and a rat-away. We've got raiders arguing with each other, so we have at least 2 more. How the hell do you get in here? That's all I want to know. Man, you can explore like every back alley of this entire city? Are you serious? Oh, no, 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 no. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I was about to say, we got a car about to go off too. Okay, well, that was just lucky living through that, because we're lucky the car didn't go up immediately. I hear a turret too.
I'll find you.
Sounds like we have a few more raiders here. Not sure where they're at. There we go. There's one.
Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick. You can trust me.
Son of a.
When you turn up, you're dead.
They never just want to talk.
All right, Piper. Go on ahead. There you go. Good girl. Can't tell if I got her or not. I think I did.
Come on. You're also Votto and he'll train, aren't you?
Miss. Miss. Unless I shot her weapon out of her hand or something. Other than that, it was a miss. Now I'm hurt. Wow, it staggered me out of shooting.
Is that it? Hope you make your peace.
Got your back. Move.
Take that. Man, the blood spray is awesome.
Hear me?
Nice. Good fight. At least on their part, not so much my own. What is this obsession with mannequins? Oh, another settler. Look at this, man. These raiders they just grab anybody coming stupid enough to come through here by themselves? Okay. I'm gonna pay for that. First we're just gonna open their crib up so any settlers walking by can come in and loot whatever's left of their stuff. How about that?
Yes.
Mighty Institute pistol. That's not automatic either.
Only a
Oh,
fucking coward hides.
yep, 25% more damage. Piper is so getting that gun. So you can Piper getting that gun. I'm gonna go ahead and give her what I can't carry. Man.
Hey,
What you got?
Alright, so gave her stuff, dropped some stuff off in the course, blah, 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 filtered through things, start making those hard decisions on what I want to keep and not. Made a little room so I can immediately start picking up brooms again. Because I want the wood. Wood seems to be pretty scarce.
What the hell? The jet will make you jittery. Guess she was right.
Alright, so I guess this is pretty clear. Okay. Double check I'm not missing anything, missing any stairs. Okay. Alright. Let's go up there and take care of the last few raiders. No point in leaving any behind, I don't think. I have to say I'm happy with the fewer loading screens. Having none at all would be impossible, considering the size and scope of the game, but that there's a lot less, and they're not near as bad. They don't seem to take near as long. Now, fast traveling takes a little while, but it kind of always has, because it's loading in an entire new area. I get that. I have no problem. I expect that when I fast travel. But sometimes, literally going through one building and having to go through 7 or 8 loading screens in a quest, and sometimes Bethesda, I don't know if this was just to troll us, but they would make a quest, like in one little building, that would send you back through the same 2 or 3, 4 doors 7 or 8 times for literally no reason, just to add an hour and a half in loading to what would have been an hour and 40-minute quest. Or what it would have been a 10-minute quest, but it turns out to be an hour and 40-minute quest because there's an hour and a half of loading times Going into this room, hey, there's something in that other room. Go back to the other room, get it. Come back into the first room. Here's what was in the next room. And then that person tells you, could you go put it back? So you go back into that last room, put it back. Come back, report that you put it back. Then they say, okay, could you go check to see that it's still there? And, seriously? And sometimes it would be through 2 or 3 doors to get from one area back and forth to the other to tell the person the first time what you could have told them 7 or 8 trips later. And it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. There wasn't a lot of that, but there were some of those. Seems there was at least 1 or 2 of those in Skyrim. Fallout 3 had them. Running around Rivet City was a little annoying sometimes, admittedly, especially if you didn't know where you were going. A lot of loading screens. Going through one door to get into the stairwell, to find another door that you had to go through there to get to wherever you were going, which may require a loading door like the science lab, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And so they had it partitioned off. I'm sure they had their reasons. Or maybe they didn't. Maybe they were literally just trolling us.
Think you can win this? Huh?
Well, Piper certainly draws the heat. She really does. Draws it well and keeps it. And can take it, at least for a minute. Well, I mean, you know, we're not fighting legendary Deathclaws right now or anything, but still, she's doing her job. All right, let's see what there is to be had up here. Got to be some good stuff, right? Can I jump down from here, you think? Is there some safe landing, some way I can... Probably not. Oh well, no point in trying. I've gone too far now. Doing pretty well. Okay, I'm happy. I can work with this AI. I can. This is very cool. A lot less annoying than what I'm used to. I can honestly say that. At least so far. You know, I'm not saying there won't be some point where I just want to just strangle my follower, but to this point, it's been pretty nice. I don't know exactly how much more I want to explore here. Pretty much burdened down. I think now it's just a matter of finding a fast travel point. We're on our way to wherever this Nick Valentine guy is being held or whatever's going on with him. We're actually pretty close now. But I need to find a spot that I can actually fast travel to. And then I can go kind of leisurely check in on all my settlements and stuff. I like to do that. It's kind of like a peaceful time. Go in and see what I can build and see what materials I've got to work with. Set up a turret or 2 or, you know, stuff like that. And I like tinkering with my little settlements. And if I can't work at one, there's always going to be something at one of them that I have to build with. You know, I really dig that. Keep out. This is a barrier of some sorts,
We're
right?
walking right into Boston Commons. People don't come back from here.
Oh, is that like the mall was in Fallout 3, kinda? Sounds like it. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, I have Trinity Tower. Now, I got a note. I found a note on some dead settlers or scavengers or something, saying something about going to Trinity Tower for scrap? For salvage? That's tempting. We could do that. If it's a location we can discover, we could use it as a fast travel point and go ahead and do that before we find Nick Valentine. Once again, getting sidetracked. But this is actually a quest that I have active. Hubris Comics. I remember Hubris Comics in Fallout 3. I think I do. A building where you had some crazy up there, some wacko, with a bunch of turrets set up, using it as something of a fort. what kind of hostiles we're going to have here. Or if we're going to have any. I'm sure we are. And I think we'll go in and pretty much check on everything. Like I said, I want to go to Sunshine Co-op and build a little, but I want to go check in on everything else too. Check in on our dogs and all that good stuff. Go find out what's making people at Sanctuary unhappy. And enemies nearby? What do we got? Oh, super mutants. I can tell by the spikes. Okay, let me get far enough away where I can fast travel. Then we'll head to, I think Sanctuary first. Doesn't really matter. We'll roam around. See if there's anything to be seen, anything to be built. And then we'll get back here after we dropped off all of our stuff. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. And I will hit the merchant, build some stuff, go check around, and I will catch you guys on the next one. We'll wind up back at Trinity or something. Alright, y'all take care. Bye-bye.